He'll start the return inside his 5. The Bruins offense will take the field first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
It'll be a draw. Shakes off the defender. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. He'll keep it on the sneak. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They go to the draw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to fire on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. He's got him.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Play action on first down. Finds his tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Vick. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Working that left side now. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Slithers into space. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the air plugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over TCU.
They'll run it from the gun.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake. Now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining 1st half than you? And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this 1st half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Bruins will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Knight. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there, trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Oh, what a move to get open. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Toner. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Looking to pass. It's Vaughn. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Red pass. It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. It's Galladay. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll give it to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Toner. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Vaughn. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your play.
Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's got him in the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
I think that pass play was simply designed to just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Scanning the field, it's Vaughn. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the sixth time tonight. Takes it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got the first down and more. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. And that one did not work. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
At the 45-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense.
Brings up second down.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The offense lining up for a first down play. To throw, it's Vaughn. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. An 84-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.